Hey there, everyone. It's another gold medal worthy edition of Game Time. Glad you could be a part of it. I'm Matt Weiner here with 2000 Olympic gold medalist Steve Smith, and here to set the stage for Olympic basketball's 8-team single elimination tournament, starting with the quarterfinals on Wednesday. And Smitty, for Team USA, it has been an interesting and surprisingly competitive trip to Rio so far. Remember, it all began smoothly enough in pool play as the U.S. began the Olympics against the two weakest teams in Group A. First, a 57-point win over China. Kevin Durant had 25 points. More of the same in Game 2. Venezuela was the opponent. It was a 44-point win with Paul George leading the way with 20 points in another round. All hunky and dory at that point. But a surprisingly strong Australia team led the Americans at halftime. Carmelo Anthony became Team USA's all-time leading scorer, then saved the day late with big shots on his way to 31. More trouble against Serbia. The U.S. gave up 52% shooting. The Nuggets' Nikola Jokic had 25, and the Serbs had a chance to tie the game at the buzzer before the red, white, and blue prevailed. And in the final game of pool play, the U.S. struggled to put away France, even with Tony Parker resting. Thanks to a cosmetic 3 late, the final margin was again 3. The silver lining, Klay Thompson emerged from his Olympic funk with 30 points to lead the way. On balance, the numbers are good, if not great, compared to other U.S. Olympic teams. Maybe the rest of the world has caught up that much more. Then again, as Mike Krzyzewski points out, in the Olympics, the U.S. has to adjust to their game.
These teams are very, very good, and especially playing international basketball. And because nothing's different for them. The players they play with, the game they're playing with, and the ball they're playing with, and how the game's administered. They're basically home. And for us, we've been able to win because we've adapted to a level that's given our talent the chance to play together.
You know, all the pressure is quote-unquote on us every single time we step out on the floor, which I happily accept. But, you know, the international play is just, they're pros in their own right. And you just got to respect those guys. They make some great offensive plays as well as defensively. You just got to come well prepared. And, I mean, the international game has translated into the NBA in some ways. But for us competing against other countries, we just have to stay true to who we are and use our talents, and hopefully we'll be successful at the end of the day.
I think it'll be a different game than what we played against a couple weeks ago back in Vegas. I haven't seen them yet play out here yet, but I'm expecting a grind-out game, a physical game, a tough game, a very experienced game. A team who's kind of been in big games before, who's won on this level before. And they're a very experienced team, so we got to be prepared for that.